All right. I've officially explored St. Thomas.
Hey guys, Cardon Ellis here from Ward Radio, and today I want to share with you one of the coolest adventures I have had in a really long time. Recently, I was reading my scriptures and studying current events. And by that, I mean I was scrolling TikTok late at night, and I came across this really interesting article written by Hannah Syriac at the Deseret News, titled "The Latter-day Saint Ghost Town That Keeps Emerging from Lake Mead." Dude, I mean, it doesn't get any cooler than that. A sunken city literally coming out of the waters of Lake Mead.
I mean, it's all right,
I had to see this myself. And by see this myself, I mean I had to grab my filmmaking buddy, Preston Weaver, to come with me and film me seeing it myself. So I called my buddy Preston Weaver and I said, "Preston, we gotta check this place out." And he said, "Cardon, it's freaking almost midnight, bro." And I said, "I know, but we gotta check this place out." And he said, "Okay, we'll check this place out." And so it was decided, we're off to Vegas, baby. The only problem is that this place, formerly known as St. Thomas, is actually about 40 minutes outside of Las Vegas. And that's about 4.5 hours from here, my house in Los Angeles, which means we really wouldn't be arriving until about 3 in the morning. So Preston rightfully pointed out that, hey, this is crazy. This is irresponsible. It's probably dangerous. And I said, yeah, I know. Awesome, isn't it? Let's go. Now, the only problem with pulling an all-nighter to Las Vegas is, well, you gotta stay awake, right? Without coffee. And let's just say the conversations get really odd. And the questions get just bad.
What do you think St. Thomas is gonna be like?
In my head, I see it as just a creepy ghost town, but
I gotta be honest, bro, you don't dress like a director. I'll be honest, your pants are one size too small. Be honest. Have you ever gone to any?
no.
What if we did a wrestling match in St. Thomas? Think you could take me, bro? Welcome to Nevada. Dude, you know the whole entire state was founded by Morgans? You know, a job I always thought might actually kind of be cool in a weird way. Truck driver. Be honest, you ever listen to an audio tape, bro?
An audiobook?
Yeah, like an audiobook.
Every day.
Really? You ever seen a rattlesnake in real life?
Pretty soon we made it past Las Vegas, the city that basically never sleeps, and kept going to Overton, the town that, well, everybody gets plenty of sleep. In fact, everybody was asleep.
No. Not working? Oh, that was scary.
Why does this seem like a hotel surrounded by nothing? And we're those last people that make it in before the zombie apocalypse starts. You know, those characters that were like the last entry of... It's the last ones that make it to the hotel. They're always the first to die when the zombie apocalypse breaks out.
This is what he was talking about.
The ones that called like 2 or 3 hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
You want to do this in the morning?
We were able to get a couple of hours of slumber before the sun rose, and before we knew it, we were off to St. Thomas by way of Overton. Now, side note, a lot of people bag on rural Nevada.
I love traveling outside of California because they don't regulate how much shower comes out of the head. That was like a scalp massage.
But let me tell you, there are some serious benefits, okay? First off, there are no water restrictions like we have here in Los Angeles.
A scalp massage.
Second, there's literally just like Sherman tanks and World War II artillery just hanging out on Main Street.
Oh, they got a Space Force flag. Rock on.
And third, there's literally like a burger joint by Chris Angel on one of the major thoroughfares. So after getting a breakfast burrito from Chris Angel and his crew, we decided it was time to head to St. Thomas.
We are either going to have a grand adventure or get murdered.
That's basically where the pavement ended.
Frankly, the only thing I'm worried about is about a mile back, there was a sign that said, hunting area, no target shooting. But now we're heading back towards that sign.
Fortunately, it was way too windy for the hunters, and the road came to an end, so we set out for the ruins of St. Thomas on foot.
Oh no, it's got to be right here, right? Yeah, okay. Dude!
So at this point, you're probably asking, well, what is St. Thomas? In a nutshell, St. Thomas was a stepping stone for early Mormon settlers between fake Zion, Salt Lake City, Utah, and real Zion, Los Angeles, California.
What did he say?
Way back in the 1800s. And back then, geographic technology was pretty rudimentary, and the borders between the states weren't exactly finalized. So most of the settlers of St. Thomas believed they were actually in southern Utah. Now, the settlement started small but grew slowly but surely until it was sporting its own post office, all kinds of general and specialty stores, had its own school, and frankly, all of the trappings of an idyllic existence. But all of that came to an end in 1871 when the borders were indeed finalized between Arizona and Utah, and all the tax collectors from Nevada started showing up saying, hey, hold on a second, you're actually in our state and you owe us back taxes. So our boy Brigham Young let the city put it up to a vote, and many of the people decided to return back to Utah, while many people decided to stay. And those that stayed kept growing the town until finally it grew to have its own bridge over the Muddy River. It had a system of irrigation. It had an Art Deco school and a complex system of cisterns for all of the decorative trees in town. I mean, the city was really beautiful. It was the whole 9 yards. And frankly, in its heyday, St. Thomas could really only be described by all of its residents as a little miniature paradise until about 1928, when President Calvin Coolidge authorized the Boulder Dam project, now colloquially known as the Hoover Dam, which put the entire city under 70 feet of water. And that's the way St. Thomas sat for almost a century under 6 stories of water in the largest man-made lake in the world. Until drought conditions got so bad that the lake bed dried up, the ruins were exposed, and we got to go there and take a bunch of really cool video.
Oh, what's that? Dude! If you're the youngest one, you had to wash the walls of the freaking well. Dude, this is huge! This was under another 6 or 7 of me at least. That's pretty impressive. Huh, this is cool.
What did we learn from all of this? Sure, ruins are cool. Sunken cities, even cooler. But the takeaway I had, and what really stuck with me throughout this entire exercise, was actually the impression I got. As I studied the stories of those that lived there, and as I read the journals and I investigated the past of this town, it amazed me how little you need to be truly happy. It seems that all of the residents of St. Thomas pretty much loved the place. There wasn't anything wildly unique about it. It didn't sport the biggest concert hall in the Western United States, like, I don't know, the Disney concert hall. They didn't have the Sphere like Vegas has. They didn't have, I don't know, the first opera house or the biggest wharf or pier or any of those traditional claims to fame. It was just a well-rounded, beautiful place where families could raise their children in peace with the bare necessities of life. And everybody there seemed really, really, really happy in a way that was unique. And as I walked away from St. Thomas, at first I thought it'd be cool there to crawl around a couple of ruins and kind of see if there weren't any kind of modern artifacts that we would find. But the overwhelming impression I got was that the people there that were forced to relocate truly mourned their loss. And for a period of time, the desire those early Mormon settlers had to build Zion was achieved, and it was achieved through very small and simple means. There's actually a scripture, there's myriad scriptures that say through small and simple things are great things brought to pass. And to a certain extent, St. Thomas, the settlement, actually represented that. And I was struck by the beauty of the place. Out of the middle of this desert, they were able to make a small paradise, and they were able to do it through small and simple steps. And I hope to be able to recreate a little bit of that for my family and my life. Either way, the cool part is it's open to the public. You can get there yourself, but you got to get your own fun filmmaker buddy. You can't use mine. And if you do go there, I'd love to see what your guys' thoughts and opinions on the place were also, because it's not insanely difficult to get there, but it's also not very easy. So if you make it there, please let us know in the comments below what you think. And as always, for this and more, please check us out at wardradio.com.